Hello everyone, this is Andy Raffel from eTeknix.com, and I know it's been quite a while actually since I did a video that involves me sitting in the office. Now there's kind of reasoning behind that, and then there's reasoning that really could be changed as well. So don't know how many people are actually going to see this video. Obviously we're not talking specifically about a product like we normally would in our event coverage videos or about a particular brand, but I think this is important to sort of show where I guess eTeknix is going and where they used to be and so forth. So hopefully this gives a bit more of an understanding. Now when I started eTeknix back in 2008, I think it was, I started it as a video review website. So the whole sort of sole purpose was to make videos just like this one. And it was focused, I guess, more about sort of unboxing of products. Now that works really well because a lot of people obviously want to see what comes inside a box when they buy a product. Especially, I mean, you look at some of the equipment that I've got behind me. Admittedly, there's a lot of peripherals, but there's two motherboards as well. So we've got like the X99A Godlike Gaming. Now that's a very expensive motherboard. We're talking sort of £400 to buy that motherboard. Top of the range from MSI, has every feature you could physically imagine, to a certain degree. Now with that, a lot of people are going to go out and they're going to spend money on a motherboard like that, and £400, just on a motherboard is an expensive piece of kit. Then you've got to, buy the processor on top, and sometimes, especially with X99, if you want a high-end processor, you're talking 800 quid. And then you've got your memory on top, your graphics cards, and straight away you're looking at a system that is well over the £2,000 mark. That's not something that the average consumer can just go out and do. Obviously, there are other motherboards geared towards, more budget-friendly cases, which is like the Z178. Even that, the titanium X-Power Gaming Titanium Edition, is still on the higher end of the scale for that particular chipset. Now, when people buy, components like this and they're spending that sort of money, more geared towards, the X99 side of things, they will find that they want to research into things as much as physically possible, and that involves, just what extras do I get? And ROG from Asus are very famous for bundling in some sort of fantastic extras in terms of the OC key and different functionality add-ons in terms of Thunderbolt cards and things like they've done in the past with some of their ROG series. MSI exactly the same, Gigabyte the same, even ASRock. And people want to know what comes with it. Where is the extra value if I'm buying a £400 motherboard? What am I getting? So that's where we started doing the whole unboxing video side of things. And I guess as I stepped away more from like content and focused more towards running the day-to-day activities of eTeknix, and I essentially hired a team to do the content side of it for me, and they do a fantastic job. As you know, we've got Peter, who is pretty much world-renowned as Mr. Chassis. He reviews more chassis than any other reviewer in the world. And it's slowly sort of coming that way now with peripherals for him as well. And we get fantastic feedback from people about the peripheral and the chassis reviews that he does, involving how he tests them and what he does, how quickly he gets the content out. And there's so many different variables. We always used to think it was about the quality of the content, but there's a certain point where you have to stop and think, how far do we actually go with quality? And there's some fantastic people out there on YouTube and even on the written side of things who produce fantastic content, but sometimes that can lead to really going in depth, and we have to think about who our target audience is. How in depth do we want to go? Do we want to make it so that we're alienating novice users and noobs, or do we just want to focus? Do we just want to focus on the more expert consumers? And no, obviously we want to hit everyone. And we want to try and make it as simple as possible for the people who don't necessarily understand the more complex side of components. And then on the other flip side, we want to be able to go into the technical details so that the people wanting that can understand it. But if you're a novice user, you can still kind of skip past that and kind of understand as to the message that we're trying to get across in our reviews and our content. But sort of digressing a bit there, when we look back at sort of the videos, I stopped doing video reviews many years ago, and lately, I've been getting a lot of feedback, email, social media, just friends and family and things like that saying, why don't I do it again? Apparently the videos we used to produce were good quality, They were to the point. Obviously this one's not going to be to the point. This is going to be a lot longer than a conventional video. But yeah, basically we're looking at going back to that, but we're not going to ditch the whole written side of things like we do at the moment on eTeknix.com. This is going to be, you know, going down that route of accompanying sort of the written side of the content, just in video format. And hopefully, you know, it won't just be me in front of the camera in the future. It will be the likes of Peter, John, Bose, all of the whole content team sort of doing videos, not just on event coverage, but looking at the products that they're reviewing as well. Because there's two sides to it, I guess. Obviously, Peter knows, he's probably forgotten more about chassis and peripherals than he knows, than most people know. Bose, you know, in terms of storage, networking and NAS, he knows, he's got so much wealth of knowledge based around those product areas that, you know, he could probably talk about it for hours and hours and hours. But on the flip side, they've never done videos before. And, you know, you have to have, I guess, a certain type of personality for videos. You have to have a certain type of confidence, and, you know, being able to write a review and then be able to produce a video are two separate, completely separate things. But obviously, yeah, they have the knowledge. I might not necessarily have that knowledge at the same level as them. You know, I can talk about motherboards and mice and headsets and keyboards, and I can give a brief overview of it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not doing the written review. I'm not doing all the testing. So my knowledge level isn't going to be at the same as theirs, because it doesn't need to be. But I'm hoping that I can still portray across in the videos that, you know, we are able to, I guess, show a brief overview of the product in terms of unboxings and having a look at the product and so forth. Now behind me, you will see that I've got, you know, a fair amount of products here. This is just sort of starting off, because the way that eTeknix is set up is all of the reviewers who do the written content live nowhere near where my office is. So I'm in the southeast of England, Peter lives in the north of England, John lives in the sort of northwest of England, and then Bose actually lives in Denmark. So obviously trying to get them to do written reviews of products, and then me trying to get them products like I've got here to then do a written side of it, is going to be quite complex. But that's something internally that we need to look at. But I would like to obviously get feedback from everyone watching this video, if you've made it this far, in terms of, is this something that you want to see from us again? I hope it is, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to maybe not have the quality at the same level in terms of, you know, fancy intros and B-roll footage and all that kind of jazz, but instead just a to-the-point, short, snappy videos, 5-6 minutes long, of showing you an unboxing of a product, what the main features are, highlighting on that, and then if you want to find out about the test results and how it actually fared, then you can look at the written side of it, you know, with what one of the guys has done with it in terms of motherboard testing, keyboard, mice, NAS, networking, the whole works. So that's kind of where we are. So yeah, behind me you will see that I've got a nice little stack of products. So we've got the Roccat Ryos MKFX. So that's a full RGB keyboard with brown cherry MX keys. We've got the MSI Z170A X Gaming Titanium Edition. Now that is a fantastic looking motherboard, I will tell you that. Obviously we're going to have separate videos of all this stuff. We've got the new Logitech G900 Chaos Spectrum mouse. Apparently, according to Peter's review, it's the best mouse he's ever tested. We have got the Razer Manbot there. That used to be the best mouse that he'd ever tested. He said it was fantastic, and yeah, the Logitech came along and it kind of smashed it. So hopefully Razer are okay with what he said with that. But you know, these things happen. You know, Razer are fantastic at making peripherals, and who knows, maybe in the future they're going to bring out a new product, Razer version 2 or something like that, that's going to, you know, smash the Logitech. We've also got the Logitech G933 Artemis Spectrum wireless headset, and then yeah, we got the MSI X99A Godlike Gaming. So we've got a nice broad spectrum here. Obviously at the moment there's not much going around in terms of graphics cards because Nvidia and AMD haven't released anything, but by the time this video comes out, hopefully it's going to come out sort of today, which is Monday. I'm filming this, I should be able to get it uploaded straight away. And then on Saturday, I'm actually flying out to San Jose to the NVIDIA GPU Tech Conference. And who knows, maybe NVIDIA are going to be sort of unveiling something there. It seems like the right place to do it. Obviously, we heard about Pascal a couple of years ago, so maybe this is, you know, the prime opportunity for NVIDIA to unveil something there. We're also hopefully going to be going to VR World Congress, where AMD are going to be there. They're one of sort of the headline sponsors. Roy Taylor's going to be there doing a keynote, which is going to be quite cool. Hopefully me and Pete are going to go there and yeah, get some content. So, you know, keep checking back on the channel. That's on April the 12th. But yeah, hopefully we'll have some content from that. And then after that, I guess the next big event for us is going to be Computex, which is, we're flying out, I think, May the 24th, coming back on May the 6th, I think it is. But there's going to be so much going on there. To start with, even before Computex starts, we're actually going out to Taiwan, but not to Taipei. We're going to the InWin factory where they're doing a modding competition. So in terms of some of the names out there, you're going to have Davido Libido, you know, huge modder in the UK community. Then there's Daniel Harper as well, who's done some amazing stuff, primarily from what I remember with sort of a Zeus, and yeah, some of his stuff is just crazy in terms of bended pipes and things like that. So they're going to be out there doing this whole modding competition. Obviously I think there's like 2 modders from every country. Obviously not every country in the world, but sort of the main country. So I think there's some guys from the Netherlands, from Germany. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. I think there's some American guys out there as well. So they're all going to be there. We're going to be getting content of what's going on. And then after that's finished, we'll be going into Taipei and doing Computex. And hopefully, yeah, seeing some new stuff from various different brands. So from the likes of MSI, Zeus, Gigabyte, you know, all the main VGA manufacturers might hopefully have something new, depending on, you know, what happens between now and then in terms of AMD and Nvidia and what they're going to be releasing. But yeah, that's kind of where we are at the moment. So I'm hoping now that we're going to start doing a lot more videos. It's going to be short, snappy videos to a certain degree. Obviously, over the probably past year or so, it has just been event coverage. There's been a few videos here and there. But we're going to be doing some sort of system video reviews as well. Sort of, yeah, the unboxing side of it and looking at why the particular system integrator chose these components. So I know that we've got some lined up with PC specialists, for instance. And what that's going to involve is, yeah, looking at each individual component inside the system and figuring out, you know, why did PC specialists decide to spec this type of system? What are you getting extra for your money? And, you know, we will be looking at the value side of things, because that's where a lot of the whole system integration side of things come into effect, because we've even done it in the past where we've done the written review on systems. We've done this with Fresh Tech, with PC Specialist, Cyberpower, and 9 times out of 10 it's cheaper to buy a system pre-built from them than it is to go to somewhere like Overclockers and spec up all of the components and build it yourself. And obviously that takes extra work as well. So what would you rather do? Have a cheaper system that's already pre-built for you, sometimes with up to like a 5-year warranty, or to buy all the components yourself, have to slave away, building it all, making it all cable tidy and everything, and it costing you more? To me, it's a bit of a no-brainer. So there's that. So there's lots of stuff that's going to be going on, and I hope that we're going to be able to sort of keep up with the demand. You know, we have had a lot of brands coming to us asking for more and more video content, and that's why we're, I guess, back to here doing this all again. But I think that's enough of me rambling on, really. You know, I've been talking now for sort of 12 minutes. I'm hoping that the videos from now on are going to be a lot shorter and snappier and to the point, and that's kind of where we are. So remember to hit that subscribe button. This is kind of the whole reason we're doing this. We're trying to build up our YouTube fan base, you know, and I believe that we can do it if we keep publishing a lot more videos, a lot more frequently, based around the products that all of you guys want to see. And yeah, hopefully see you all soon. So yeah, going to have a lot more videos. It's going to be hard work, but hopefully it's going to pay off. So yeah, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, obviously commenting. Let us know if this is something that you want to see us doing more and more in terms of producing video content, and what sort of video content you actually want from us. Is the unboxing side of it good? We don't really want to stem down the route of doing too much of an in-depth review, because that's where the written side of it really comes in terms of testing. You know, otherwise there's a lot involved in terms of the editing and getting the graphs to fit 1080p, which is, you know, the resolution of this video, and trying to fit it into the video. And, you know, obviously, yeah, I could have it here and could be talking about what's going on, but yeah, I don't really want to go down that route. I want to have this more as like a quick thing that we can pump out content a lot quicker, but still show you everything that you want to be shown. So yeah, please guys, comment and let us know what you actually want to see from our videos. And that's about it, really. So yeah, this is Andy Rafael from eTeknix.com, and hopefully we'll have a lot more content for you very, very soon.